really, really low.
No, we're good. I'm sorry. The antenna switch wasn't moved over, which common mistake of the new to ham radio. At least I'll say that. New today, anyway. All right, now how's my audio? And I need to know what the audio sounds like on. Let's see, I have a separate mic that I'm using now for the audio to get better audio off of the radio. So let me know how that sounds in a minute. Just listen. Anyway, this is K4PEW Net Control. I'm a rank amateur at producing and speaking at the moment and using switches. There's no emergency traffic, I'm sure. I've been kind of listening, but since I wasn't on the right switch on the antenna, I guess I was wondering why everything was amiss. Nobody could hear me. If there's an emergency, please call 911. If you can't do that, tell us, and we'll do it for you. Just tell us where you are, what your problem is, and give me your address. That'd be a good one. Your address is important, and what the seriousness, the nature of the problem. Remember, no weight sets being taken up to the attic, no bodies moved, and no trips to the airport. You can go right now, and that may be broken anytime, but you can go right now to YouTube, put my call, K4PEW, in the search block, and you can look up YouTube there. It'll have Premiere, or it says Live. That's what it says, Live now. You won't miss it. Just hit the Live button, and it'll bring up the current live video. And you can see the screen of you can see the face of my analog meter to see how well your signal is getting in there, as well as others. You can also hear stations that you might not otherwise hear through the YouTube video. Also, you can go to 146415.net to, you don't have to put anything there, just a website to look up Simplex information. You can go to groups.io and put MJSS into that search block and sign up for our email system. It's a reminder system. It's also a place you can ask technical questions and just general questions about ham radio. You can even buy and sell equipment there if you like. If you don't like all the above, I don't even have to do that. If you have any other questions, just give me a buzz at this K4PEW@ARRL.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, as we're doing tonight. We conduct the net on 146.415, which I'm pretty sure if you're on that frequency, you already know that. The purpose of that is to have fun. Figure out what you can hear, what you can't hear, figure what you got to do to make it better. And people who don't ever get on the air will never know. And people who get on repeaters will never know really how well their station's doing unless they're doing simplex. It's really the only way to gauge it. I'm not knocking repeaters. I'm just saying is when you hear somebody say, you're full quieting into the repeater, you go, yeah, so? Who cares? Anyway, I'm not making fun of it. It's just you hear it from people. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, they can't have a clean signal to the repeater, and a repeater just repeating it. But if they got a noisy signal, the repeater just repeats the noise. All right. Far as tonight, we're doing here on the 2 meters, and we're going on a 144.240 upper sideband, and then over to, I changed my mind, we're going to 50.135. There wasn't any activity there. I couldn't hear a darn thing from anybody else on field day, which I kind of wasn't sure I would. And so we're going to do that, or try it anyway. And then we're going to go over to 223.415. But first, we're net number 1,121. We're just July, August, 3 months away from 11 years. But we're starting from the north, but we're going to be taking check-ins. If there's any other announcements, that's what I need to do that first. Any other announcements besides Field Day on July the 19th at the Lebanon Fairgrounds, Wilson County Fairgrounds. If you don't know where that is, then you don't know nothing. Any other announcements beside that? All righty. Well, the entry fee is $5. It's been $5 for 10 years, so you're getting a bargain. So if even with inflation, it's like paying $2. It's a real deal. You're not going to get any free hot dogs out of it, though. But do bring cash. I think there's a cash machine on the premises, which is helpful to hams to burn up all their income, in fact, more than all their income. They can put it on a credit card, and they'll be in debt forever. But no other announcements. I can't think of anybody besides the Sunday night net. Don't forget that. Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. is the Mount Juliet. Well, it's not the Mount Juliet. It's really the Mid-10. That's what it was labeled, but I'm not sure I like that anymore. Mid-10. I don't label it, though, so it's not my say. Mid-10 phone net on 28.415. The only tri-mode 10-meter net within the sound of my voice, anyway. but that's 28.415 upper sideband. He moves on to Michael KM4YRF, moves on to 29.250 FM, and then over to 28. Where is it on that? I forget where it is on DMR. I mean C4 FM.
It's 29250 for C4 FM and 29415 for FM.
Yeah, okay, I had it backwards. So you heard it there. I'm sure you can hear Michael over me. Do we have any other net? Be sure to go there, though. It's a good net. And it's been going on for, I think, 5 years plus.
Almost B6 in February.
Oh, okay. Well, 5.5. 5.5. It's right out of kindergarten. We're at 10 years, 11 years, we're out of what? What's that, 5th grade? All right, do we have any other announcements? Okay, we're taking birth announcements, marriage announcements, death announcements, any kind. All right, then we're going to start with mobile first-time check-ins or mobile, or not, that's 2 mobiles. 1 mobile, 1 first-time check-in, and 1 short on time. Please come on.
KQ4AET, mobile.
KQ4AET, you must be over at the fairgrounds, or not fairgrounds, but at the event.
No, I'm not at field day this year. I'm actually mobile right now. So I had my stepfather passed away Wednesday, and so we've been running around taking care of things and stuff that go along with that. So I was on my way back to the QTH just now and figured I'd jump on and get you a check-in real quick.
All right, very good. Well, I hope things go well. It just happened to coincide with me trying to be funny, taking death notices, you know?
No, that's cool, man. I get it.
Yeah, very good. Everything going well, though, other than that?
Yeah, as well it can be expected. So we're working through things. It's just always a tie-up with all the paperwork and legalities and who gets what type stuff.
Oh, I'm familiar with it. You just take it all. That's the deal. Just take it all.
Yeah, I don't know if I want it all is the thing, so.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm just kidding, of course. No, that kind of stuff is always a pain, and it's expensive, but it's one of those little things in life that's got to be dealt with. I've did it with both my dad and my mother, of course. Well, not of course, but I did it both of them, and it was it's just a pain. Anything else, Chris, before you move on?
No, sir. Hope people doing field day are enjoying field day, and hope to see everybody at HamQuest on July 19th.
Oh, they'll be there. They have to be there. It's mandatory. All right, that was Chris. He's mobile. Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango. Who else is mobile first-time check-in or short on time?
KS4 and 4 RTR, short on time.
Okay, I got 2 in there. One of them's going to have to wait. I got KN4 TJF. What's up, Rick? You weren't at breakfast this morning. We missed you.
Yeah, I know, man. Had some duties I had to take care of.
Yeah, I don't want to know what kind of duties you got.
Oh, I had to take a car to get it repaired.
Oh, yeah. Familiar with that process, too. Everything all right?
Everything's going good, man. Thanks for what you do, Paul. Appreciate you.
All right, very good. That was Rick. He's over in, it was a big, good signal tonight, too, at KN4 TJF over west of Ashland City. RTR, I forgot the first part of your call there.
No, you're fine. November 4, Romeo Tango Romeo, short on time.
Yeah, very good. That's Wes. How you doing, Wes?
Just fine and dandy. Signing in early because I have an 8:30 walkthrough. They're trying to get everything done out here at this little townhouse development I'm in, and there's a whole lot of street lamps that aren't electrified yet, so tonight we're going through and doing a survey of which all are not on yet so they can punch out their list, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm familiar with stuff like that. Chased down a lot of those issues over the years. I worked in the electrical business.
Absolutely, but no, that's the main thing tonight. Only thing I did today was smoke a crap ton of chicken thighs in between downpours, and that's all I did today. And other than that, the only thing I have is a hearty 7-3s to everybody on the net, and hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend.
Yeah, very good. Appreciate you being there, Wes. That's November 4, Romeo Tango Romeo, and I presume you're in the Lebanon vicinity.
Yes, sir. I'm on as a matter of fact, I'm right behind the Publix on Highway 70 in the west end of Lebanon.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Yeah, just make sure to go into the deli. It's the only place to buy stuff.
Absolutely.
Very good. Anyway, that was Wes, November 4, Romeo Tango Romeo. short on time due to still working tonight. So big Saturday night working. Yeah, I've done a little bit of that. Who else is short on time mobile or first time check-in?
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo Delta.
Hey, doggy. Missed you a couple of nets. How you doing?
Some days is better than others, and some days is not.
Oh, I know the feeling. As you grow older, which I don't know how old you actually are. I just turned 76, so, but that doesn't mean much because the arthritis didn't wait for me to turn 76. It's just so funny how I can be sitting for a while and then I realize my joints. I wish I had a Zerk fitting on each of the joints.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll be 73 here in a couple more months, but like you, arthritis didn't wait. It hit me along about 65.
Oh, really? It was that early? Yeah. And then when I went to the doctor I had that plantar fasciitis. At least it was temporary. It seems like it's all gone now. It bothered me for a couple of months. And so they did an X-ray on my foot, and they go, "Yeah, you got arthritis in your feet." I go, "Thanks for letting me know."
Yeah, you got to be tough if you're going to live this long.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. When I heard that from a salesman I worked with. Oh man, it's back in the early 70s. I can't tell you what year it was. 73, maybe 74. No, it had to be 74 or 75. Anyway, he says an ordinary man wouldn't be able to take it.
I concur. I absolutely agree with that.
Well, some people do kind of give up and stop moving, and that's what. If you've got arthritis, you better not stop moving because you will stop.
Yep, that's what my doctor told me, and I took him at his word. And it hurts, but I just keep on moving it around.
Yeah, I get used to it. I really do. I even get used to sleeping in one position, and then when I wake up, there's this really great pain in my hip. And I go, "Okay, you got to roll over."
Well, have you been playing field day at all today?
No, I didn't do anything nothing on the radio today. I was kind of burnt up about. I was up late last night, and we had the breakfast this morning, and I came home and slept.
Well, I was supposed to go set up with our club today, but I've had this vertigo came back on me with a vengeance, and so I couldn't do that. So I came out, about 5 o'clock and started playing a little bit and made a few contacts.
Oh, good. Yeah, that vertigo. I'm glad I don't have that. That would seem to be a real buzz killer for doing anything.
Yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes all I want to do is just sit in the chair in the dark. But hey, you got to fight that too. Listen, I'll get off here. I am short on time tonight. Paul, it was good talking to you, and tell everybody out there 7-3 from Doug, KO4MKD.
Yeah, very good. That's Doug up in Greenbrier, KO4 Mike Kilo Delta. Big signal too. Who else is short on time mobile or first time checking? All right, then we're going to start from the north. Please come now.
WB0NOO.
Man, that was quick. You're on top of it today, Mark.
In and out. Yeah, my reaction time was pretty good. I was happy about that. Actually, it was an accident. I kicked the PTT, and then I thought I better say something.
You were just going to hold back on me?
No, not really. Anyway, it's been a quiet day around here. A little grocery shopping, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I did that. That was my big event of the day. I went to Walmart, picked up some needed supplies. Some vittles, as they say.
Yep, well, we had our Publix run. So that was about it. Got family coming over tomorrow. We got 2 birthdays coming up, so we're going to celebrate them both tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Please, my birthday was today, or it is today. But I'm not looking for any birthday happy greeting stuff. I don't want to be reminded again. I already had like 30 people tell me that.
Well, happy birthday. Come on over. I'll fix you a steak tomorrow.
Oh, man, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Well, I would. I love steak. Anyway, I hope you have a good time. And that was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar Oscar. You didn't have anything else, did you?
Nope.
All right, very good. That was Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar Oscar up in northwest Wilson County up by the beach. Who else is north?
Kilo Delta 4, Golf Oscar November, Danny, Station Cap.
Hey, Danny. Everything going well with you?
Oh, yeah. Just been out playing field day and just got back home.
Hey, we were using your name in vain, I think it was yesterday morning. Wes told me that you were spending time on F52.52. Is it 52.520? What is that calling for 6 meters?
52525.
Oh, it's 525. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump over there. Something. You're on sideband or FM?
That's FM.
Okay, we'll have to give it a try. How often do you get over there?
All right. Yeah, David's been there. There's a guy from the 4-9 repeater has been there.
Oh, cool. How often do you get on there?
Just whenever I hear somebody.
Oh, I got you. You got the radio just stuck on that frequency?
I just kind of scan around, and what I hear, sometimes I listen to it on the way home.
Oh, cool. Which radio are you using in the car?
The 891.
Oh, yeah. How do you like that? I've never operated it. I've seen them, but I've never operated it.
Oh, I like it a lot. The truck, electric fuel pump, kills it, but being FM, I can get by with that.
And which antenna are you using on the truck?
For 6 meter, I got a ham stick.
Oh, okay. Just a regular old ham stick. No, that's cool. And that 99, excuse me, it's not a 991, it's an 891, right? It has its own internal tuner, right?
Right, I got an LDG tuner that I go through.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have a tuner on the 891?
No. You can buy one to go on it, but I just bought the LDG one.
Yeah, okay. No, I got you. No, I was just wondering. Yeah, I don't, I've never used that ham stick. Is it pretty broad in terms of being able to tune easily?
Yeah, it's pretty good. 6 meters, 10 meters, there's pretty good. 15 probably. You start getting down to 20, you got to have the tuner.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, very good. You had a good. How long did you spend over fielding?
I went to the one at Budso this morning, then I went to the Lafayette this evening.
Cool. Were they having a good time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what's lacking, and it's a nice thing that hams. You won't find anybody. Well, at least I never have. I won't find anybody doing alcohol at any of those events.
Right. Well, the park, is prohibited.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think are all the county and state parks that way in Tennessee? I never asked.
I believe the state parks are.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I don't drink, so it's not a concern to me really. I don't have to worry about it.
Right, I don't either.
Yeah, it's a good thing. As I've been reminded by somebody else on the web, they do need to start saying that alcohol is really poison, because it really is. It does nothing but hurt you.
Right.
Anyway, anything else on that?
No, that's it.
Well, very good. That was Danny with a good signal out of Station Camp, and that's Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. Did I hear, oh gosh, I forget the call, over in Lebanon? He's still there, mobile?
I am, good sir. That will be Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey Tango. Name is Thomas. Delivery driving up here in Lebanon, and fixing to get back to the store.
Yeah, very good, Thomas. I did hear you. You got stepped on by Mark, who has a really big signal here just north of me. Give me your call again. I already wrote it down wrong.
Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey Tango.
Yeah, very good. You sounding good. You busy again tonight? Real busy?
It's hit or miss tonight.
I just wonder if any of the ham clubs were ordering in 20 pizzas for their field day operations.
They're having their field day on the other side of town, so it would be the other store.
Oh, I got you. Very good. We were when I was in the military, we went to a remote. I say it was remote. At least at the time, it was remote. There was a floating dry dock we had to be in, and we were there for I don't know, a week or 10 days. I don't even remember, but there was nothing nearby. That's like you could just get off the ship and walk over to any of this. There was no strip malls. There was no malls. There was no nothing within walking distance. And it was even a pain in the neck to drive, because I think the closest anything was like 8 or 10 miles away. And so you'd get a half a dozen. You'd walk around the ship with other shipmates and say, "Hey, you want to order a pizza? Because we're making a run and having a taxi driver deliver it."
Oh, that poor taxi driver. Listen, I've got to jump off here. KN4 EWT. Carry on, buddy.
All right, stay safe on the road. That was Thomas, KN4 Echo Whiskey Tango. He's in the pizza business, pizza delivery business. I think it's a pretty good one, really. Who else is? Where was I? We were north. Please come down. Okay, I think there was a double in there. Did I hear KE4?
KE4 TWI.
Yeah, it was definitely a double because it was all scrambled. How you doing, Wes? No field day?
I drove by the field day unexpectedly there at Lester Farms. It's probably 2 miles from the house. But otherwise, Possum Town is hot, soggy, muggy, and quiet.
Listen, you should notify the guys over there at the Wilson Field Day event that just because you drove by, you would be considered maybe a public official of an assistant mayor from Possum Town.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, you'd extra 100 points.
Yeah, you know what's funny? We've got the mayor of Mount Juliet's a ham, and I wish he showed up more often. I haven't talked to him in, I can't remember the last time, 6 or 7 years.
I think I saw him this past year at school. He was there for something. By the way, at field day, I was curious about the rules, so I went to the ARRL.org website, and I had to dig and dig and dig in all sorts of documents to find out the simplest, like the exchange. Like if you're at home on commercial power, it's 1 delta. It took 10 minutes of reading to get to that. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I find that's to be true about some organizations. They seem to have the lowest level person do the setup for information, and it should be just real. If you're looking for field day, it ought to be right there with the date, the times, in other words, Saturday and Sunday, and the times, blah blah, and it ought to be it should be just as easy right on the front page practically.
Yeah, I mean it's just a loss of simplicity. But anyway, not a field day's all right. It's a contest, but it's not. So it gets people exposed to the hobby. So good deal. All right, everything's quiet here in Possum Town. KE4TWI.
Hey, did you hear anything on 6 meters today? Because we've got 6 meters scheduled. I didn't hear anything earlier. I was just hoping nobody was there.
Yeah, I worked. In fact, I worked W1AW on CW, and another one in Connecticut earlier. But it's been real spotty on 6. Very, very weak E-skip.
Oh, I got you. I just didn't. I tuned up earlier. And it was. I just heard nothing really, and I tuned around a little bit. About what time was it? About 7:30, and I didn't hear anything. So I decided to go ahead and do the 6 meter portion of the net.
Nah, nobody should be there. I just heard somebody on 52525. But anyway, KE4TW.
Very good. That's Wes in Possum Town. The metropolis of Possum Town. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Who else is north?
Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India. Limited. We're out here at Field Day.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I just heard the last part of that sentence because there was a double. But I did hear Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India, and that's Dan in Hendersonville. You doing all right?
Yeah, doing well over here. I just put up a friend of mine had an old Ringo Ranger Cushcraft, and he gave it to me, so I stuck it up and wondered if anybody could hear me on it.
Well, you're pegging my meter all the way to one end. It might be broken.
Yeah, okay, well, I guess it works then, huh?
I would say so. But again, coming across the lake, that's not a huge feat. We'd have to ask somebody, 10 or 20 miles south of me to see how well it works.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm hearing any better or not. It's the thing's probably 20 years old, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, you'll see. We'll see later, and you'll hear some other stations, hopefully. Anything good for the net?
No, I was just out. We were cooking a hog all day for lunch tomorrow, so that's what I was doing.
Oh, I got you. Well, very good. Yeah, I'm always thrilled almost not every field day, but field day often falls on my birthday, which I find kind of humorous. But not that it's a big deal. It's not like I'm 7 and I'm expecting presents, But anyway, anything else, Dan?
No. You can come over and have a hog with us if you want to, but at Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India, back to the net.
Very good. That was Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India. It's a big signal here, just like I was going to break my meter. And his name is Dan. Who else is north? over to the west.
Hold it, hold it.
Yeah, very good. You got to hold it. How you doing there, Carlin?
Well, I heard somebody else in there a second ago. I thought they was going to jump in there, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, very good. You get much rain today?
No, we didn't get none. I thought we was going to get some. It got kind of dark back to the south-south-east, and the wind got up out of it, and I thought, well, that's going to blow on over, but it never did. It kind of circumnavigated more to the east and went up through Lebanon, I guess, over there. I talked to Danny when he was going to Lebanon for the Danny G-O-N. I was talking to him while he was mobile going up to Lebanon, and he said the roads were soaked down there at Bethpage Bank. That's 5 miles to my south, but I don't guess it did any. I didn't even think it even sprinkled up here at all. Stayed overcast. It's been overcast all, except for this morning. This morning it was sunny, but then it kind of, clouded up stuff, and then it just went away. I don't know.
I got you. But everything else is good?
Yeah, yeah. So far everything is. I reckon. I ain't expecting anything to get no worse. Hopefully it don't. So I'll hush up, turn it back over to you. But it seemed like there was somebody else was in there from the north, and I don't know if they're still there or not. But anyway, toodaloo, and hope you're doing okay, and everybody on the net's having a nice night tonight. Katie4BW, turning it back over to net control.
Yeah, very good. That was Carlin. He's in Angeltown, Bethpage vicinity, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. And there was another station from the north, but I didn't catch who it was.
KN4ERI.
Oh, there you go. Man, you missed the DMR net.
I missed the DMR net? Well, yeah, I hit C4FM. I don't have the DMR. I don't know how to do that. And I don't have whatever the ICOM stuff is, so just the C4FM.
That's right. I forgot about that. For some reason, I was thinking you were on DMR. That's where you need to be, though. You need another radio there. Come on.
Yeah, it's a little tough pill to swallow to buy that kind of money just to be on the net for 20 seconds or whatever it is. But actually, I'd like to get that ICOM 9700. That would work. But yeah, it's not on the big hit list. But hey, good seeing you at breakfast. And yes, happy birthday there. I saw that as I was driving home on the Facebook. So definitely happy birthday. Glad you got a nap in on your birthday.
Oh, yeah. Well, my XYL was, she works that weird shift, and when I get home, she's still asleep until about 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and so I can do some things and just whatever I have to do. But today was just because we were up late last night, and I just felt like taking a nap, which isn't real usual for me.
Yeah, I like the naps. I didn't get a nap today, but yeah, it's all good. I had a bunch of stuff to do. I did get on the radio a little bit, just running from the house, and I made about 25 contacts or so, and I don't know, maybe 40 minutes or 45 minutes.
Well, we've got until tomorrow, so we get lots of other chances.
Yeah, I might try to get a little again tonight or maybe in the morning. So, yep. You weren't on at all today?
Not a bit. Didn't even come into the radio room until tonight.
Well, there you go. Well, after the net, you'll still be awake. You can make some contacts.
I just might do that. Everything else okay?
Yep, all good. Back to net there. Let me know when you're ready for the GMRS test.
Oh, yeah. No, I've got... I'm just so excited that I got all the hardware now. Now I just got to go out and do it.
Yeah, roger that. All right, well, back to you, and thanks for doing the net, and happy birthday.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm... as Jack Benny used to say, every time he was asked, he told everybody he was 39, even when he was 70. Who else is... That was Eric, by the way, KN4ERI, and he is in Goodlettsville. Who else is north?
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
AK4WU.
Wait, hold on there, Bill. Who was the comment, Mike?
W4BXR from Field Day was in there. He was the one that was doubling with Carlin, I think, or right before Carlin.
Okay, who's BXR? Is he still there? BXR, are you still out there?
BXR is Glenn, Paul.
Oh, very good. How you doing, Glenn?
He's behind me somewhere. He just ran off. I guess he has feelings hurt. No, I'm just kidding.
So this isn't Glenn. Is that correct?
Roger that. Yeah, we're out here at field day at the corner of Hartman and Coles Ferry, and we're I guess kind of in a mud bowl.
Is it really soggy out there?
Yeah, it's been a pretty rough day. We had a lot of equipment problems, and it just has not been good. I don't know if we got a noisy transformer or something in the area, but it's been real noisy.
Oh boy, that's not good, because conditions seemed pretty good earlier today from what I saw.
Yeah, we're definitely getting some kind of noise coming in here. We hope it calms in the evening, but that, and we had some computer problems with getting everything linked up, so it's been one of those years.
Okay, so I'm checking in KK4WU, right?
That's affirmative, and W4BXR, and how about KB9RKK for Frank?
Ah, very good. You're going to have to give a proof of life on those, though.
I'll try to keep them in order here.
Yeah, very good. Everything going okay otherwise, though? I mean, besides the soggy shoes, and did everybody have overshoes on? Because, man, you could mess up a pair of cheap sneakers.
Well, I've done that. Yeah, I can attest to that. I've got these Hokas that I used to run in, and I'm not going to be running in them probably much longer.
Yeah, it's especially when you know what's funny is I don't remember when I was a kid. Not that you would apply here. When you were in soggy or wet weather, we always, my mother made me wear, we call them rubbers, but that's not a good word these days. But I had overshoes for every pair of shoes I had.
Yeah, I can remember over in East Tennessee, the neighbor kids. We didn't get that much snow, but the neighbor kids would go out and they put baggies, Ziploc bags on their tennis shoes, and that would be their winter boot.
I'll tell you more about that another time. Yeah, boots and rubbers were very common where I grew up. And there's nothing like stepping off the curb in the winter when the snow is melting, but it's also very thick out there, and you step your foot right into a frozen slush. It's a slush. What did we used to call it? Slushies or soakers, man. Did you ever get a bad soaker right up to your ankle?
Yeah, I can remember those days. Yep, definitely up in Illinois. I know how that goes. Well, listen, I'll let you get back at it there, Paul. Wanted to say hello and keep up the good work. How many nets are you up to now?
I don't know. I think if we count the 3 on Sunday nights, actually it's 4. I think there's 13.
I mean, what's your total count now? I mean, it was well over 1,000 because I remember when you hit 1,000.
Oh yeah, we're at 1121 today.
There you go. We've got some people sitting here with us, and I just wanted to throw that out there. I was telling them about your nets, and you were up around over 1,000, so it wasn't far off. Anyway, 7-3, my good friend. Thanks for what you do, and we'll talk to you later. KK4W, be clear.
I'm just glad with those counting skills. I'm glad you don't work at the bank.
I'm glad I don't work at the bank either.
Yeah, very good, Bill. Good to have you in there. That was Bill, KK4WU, along with W4BXR Glenn, along with KB9RKK, all over at the field day in Lebanon. Who else is, let's see, we were still at north, no, west, that's where we were.
KD4CB.
Hey, Greg, anything good?
Not much. I thought they said field day. And the last thing I want to do is get together a bunch of random men on field day.
Then you need to run over to Opry Springs Mall.
What's that?
You need to go to the mall over at Opry Mills, excuse me.
You lost me.
Well, if it's field day, that's where I figure you'd go.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Like FEEL.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is it's field. It's not about feelings, man. Let's get over that.
I don't know what you do at the mall.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just thought you were going to be a dirty old man and go to the mall.
They never proved that.
No, that's right. You have to... acquitted.
Expunged.
Very good. Anything for the net, Greg?
No, key on the next. KD4CB.
Very good. That's Greg. He's in Antioch, and he is in the process, I think, of moving up to... he's moving on up to Hendersonville. Who else is west? That was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west?
KG4 LV.
All right, you're one of the little short, stubby antenna farm.
I tell you what, I took a nap this afternoon and I missed the Pride Parade.
No, I can't believe I missed it.
Now they had roads blocked off downtown Nashville. It's like, don't worry, I'm not getting out.
I'm not on that mailing list.
No, me either. Oh, by the way, Dan, I hope you're listening. You were 20 over here in Donaldson with your Ringo Ranger.
Thanks.
No problem. That's all I have. Back to net control, KG4 ILV. It's good to see the ones at breakfast this morning.
Yeah, very good. It was nice to see you too. Yeah, that's what we need. It just occurred to me. We got all these other people with their parades. Man, we need a ham parade.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way, Paul.
Oh, yeah, just another bad reminder, you know.
Just doing my duty.
No, it's all good. My wife, since she's working, she says, well, we'll just celebrate on Monday. Just tell me what you want to do. We'll go somewhere, do whatever. You know, okay, I'll think about it. You know, and I forget what I told her now. I said, oh, yeah, she was talking about, I've been in this area for, I don't know, is it 13 years? I forget. 2012 till now. It's 13 years. I'm going on 14. And I've never been to the Parthenon. And I said, yeah, okay, we'll do that. I didn't hear anybody saying that's a good idea.
Well, the big statue of Athena is pretty impressive.
And that's inside, correct?
Yes, it is.
It was my understanding when they first built it, if I read that correctly, it was a temporary structure, and then they decided it was so nice they made it permanent.
Yeah, it was some kind of, it wasn't a World's Fair, but it was some kind of fair like that, and they built it, and it was a big hit, and so they made it permanent. And it's the only replica in the world besides the original in Athens.
Is it to that size, too? Is it the same size?
Exactly the same. And when I went to Athens, the lady that's the curator here in Nashville called them and told them, and we got to go up inside the real Parthenon.
Oh, wow. Yeah, except the real Parthenon's a little bit worn down, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a few thousand years old.
No, I mean, it's got pieces missing and everything.
Well, yeah, there's some pieces missing, and they were working on it, reconstructing part of the backside, I believe.
And it's hard to believe that those kind of things are still around.
It really is after all the world wars and everything.
Well, you know, the military, at least our military, tends to not target those kind of things.
That's true.
Anyway, anything else for the net there, Jack?
Nope, that's all. Back to net control. Thank you for doing the net, Paul. KG4 ILV.
Oh, yeah, that was Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor in Donaldson. And who else is west?
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, the Parthenon used to be and may still be where men would go together for field day. So bad that the cops had to come in and clear it out.
Really? They had field day there, and then the cops came in and told them to get out?
Yeah, you remember remember that ring a bell, Jack, about the Parthenon?
Yeah, it started off with a bunch of hippies from Vanderbilt hanging out there, and then it turned into a bunch of gay people.
Cool. I thought you would know. KD4CV.
You mean those are two separate groups?
Well, I'm old. I've lived through all that, Greg.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Greg's younger comparatively. Anyway, who else is west?
KC4, TNQ.
Hello, Charles. How's the world treating you today?
Oh, pretty good. Been on sideband most of the day since at 1 o'clock anyway.
Yeah, you make a couple hundred contacts?
Oh, no, I got 41. I've been just doing sideband. I haven't been doing any digital.
Oh, digital. Digital's too easy, man.
Yeah, it's almost like cheating, but here in a little while I'm going to go back to digital because this all that noise is giving me a headache.
Yeah, I've said it before, but I kind of quit after JT65, I believe, was the mode. And in less than I think it was a full month, I worked 48 states in 30 days. And that was just I wasn't really working hard to do it.
No, it don't take long on digital when it's pretty easy. You just gotta keep calling and then somebody's gonna call you back.
Yeah, I know. It's just not very, it's like going to meet people, at a party, and all you do is you just look at each other and keep moving.
Yeah, I don't know if you've listened to it here lately, but man, I tell you what, when it's 20 meters, sometimes 17
Well, just go to the PSK 31 frequency, and you won't hear as much traffic.
You won't hear any.
I'll bet you there's traffic there today.
Yeah, I hadn't listened to see if there's any on the upper part of the digital band.
I'm going to have to go look now that I got my interest peaked. All right, very good. Anything else for the net, Charles?
That's it, and happy birthday, by the way, KC4, TNQ.
All right, appreciate it. KC4TNQ, Charles, he's in West Nashville. Worked a bunch of stations on sideband. Who else is west? West or south? Nothing south. Tony's up along the Canadian border, I'm sure by now. KF4, KFQ. Anybody else south? Well, very good. Boy, you sound bad here, but you sounded great on D-Star. Very good, Larry. Glad you're there, and glad you did the D-Star net tonight. Of course, Larry does the net on D-Star on 146.460 at 7:15 every Saturday night. KE4SYV. We got to get more people. Well, there will be. I'm going to tell everybody. Not everybody's here, but I hope they are. We're going to be doing a table at the fairgrounds at the Ham Quest, so that we can promote Simplex a little more, especially for the digital nets and for the other nets. We do pretty good on all the nets, but just telling. I don't think a lot of people realize we're on 223. We're on 220 band, and on side band on 2 meters and that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's where we're going to be. Anybody else south? Over to the east.
KM4YRF.
Well, very good. You sound good. How was the audio tonight on the YouTube thing? I haven't checked.
It's really, really low.
It's still low. Man, what is wrong with that? Hold on one second. Let me try something here. New. Well, I don't know where I am here. Well, let me know on the next transmission. That was Michael. You got anything for that, Mike?
Yeah, it's better now, Paul. I had to turn the volume back up. But before I let you go, I just want to say happy birthday, and to tell you that we had 9 on C4 FM tonight.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. And that was without Eric, I think?
No, Eric saved the day. He came in. He was number 9.
Aha. Fantastic. Yep, we didn't even have a total of 7 between the other two. That's 4 on DMR and 3 on D-Star.
C4 FM rocks.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. It rocks, and it's a good mode. And anybody who doesn't have a C4 FM radio from Yaesu, they ain't gonna do it. So it'll never be a big, huge net. I don't think it will anyway.
Well, you might be right, but hopefully maybe we'll grow a little bit this next year.
Yeah, that's right. Things will pick up in the spring.
Especially after HamQuest.
That's right. Well, very good. That was Michael, KM4YRF. He does the 10-meter net on Sunday nights. He also fills in for me when I don't feel like it. Or I'm out of town. Which doesn't come up that often, but I do get out of town. It costs me a lot of money to get out of town, though, because I got to put 6 dogs in the kennel. Who is, where was I? East. Please come down.
Okay, I'm KM4HQ.
Man, you got a great signal tonight there, Stan.
Thanks, Paul.
Anything going good for you on field day?
I got kind of a late start, and I haven't worked very many so far.
Yeah, you didn't. Well, you're not getting any of the DX you wanted for DXCC.
No, I worked a couple new ones the other day, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, field days, again, it's really for people. It's a demonstration, really, of what people can do, and it's good for young people who aren't used to being on the air for them to get in there.
Yeah, I usually operate on battery.
Oh, really? Well, I used to do, early on, I would do low power. That way, the other person got points. I didn't make a contest out of it. I would work low power just to give them a better point system.
That's just true.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net?
That's all, Paul. Back to net. KM4HQE.
Very good. That's Stan in Lebanon, Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo. Anybody else? Anybody else east?
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
This is KN4EWT. You had mentioned earlier, asked me a question about if I had delivered any pizzas to people during field day, and just so happens right before I left on this delivery, we had 2 hams come in.
Oh, is that right? Maybe they heard me.
I don't know. Anyway, carry on, sir. KN4EWT.
Yeah, very good, Thomas. Keep up the good work. Like I say, stay safe on the road. Anybody else east? East or anywhere, north, south, east, or west? Did I hear some squelch breaking there?
I believe that might be Blair.
Really? Blair, are you there? That sounds like Blair static, but I can't make out the words.
It is Blair. Blair, you're like 20 over to me, but I don't think Paul can hear you. Roger that. He's on the HT, Paul, so please check him in.
All right. Give me Blair's call again, please.
KO4SSW.
Southwest. I should remember that. K04, right?
Yep.
Yeah, very good. Good to have you in, Blair, on an HT. Is there anybody else besides Blair? KO4SSW on an HT.
Comment?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Comment.
Hey, I was going to say Mr. Ringo Ranger was plus 35 up here into Goodlettsville. This is Eric, KN4ERI.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, like I said, here he was pegging the meter, but I'm guessing might be 5 miles north of me. No, a little farther than 5. It's probably more like 7 or 8 miles north of me. I think I've measured it recently. All right, we got anybody else east, north or anywhere?
Comment.
Go ahead, Carolyn.
Happy birthday. I was surprised to hear that. I just celebrated mine Friday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, mine was early in the morning of the 28th. My mother told me it was like 8 minutes after midnight.
Well, I don't know what time I was born. I just look at my birth certificate, I guess. I was born down there at Baptist Hospital, what's called Midtown now. 1957.
And I bet your mother wasn't even born in a hospital, was she?
No, she had like 22, 23 brothers and sisters.
Holy mackerel, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah. I remember how she talked about how they went down to the creek. They lived over in Robinson County. They'd go down the creek to wash clothes.
Boy, oh boy, Well, see, my mother and dad, they were both born in a metropolitan area around Buffalo. And both of them, they were born in the homes they grew up in.
Yeah, the only thing I remember back during the 60s and when I got big enough to understand and was walking around and stuff, I remember that my grandparents had a 120-acre farm over in Robinson County. And I don't know, they've all gone now. There's none of them left. I think I've only got one relative now, my daddy's youngest brother is still alive, and he just retired from here last year from Channel 13 out of Bowling Green. He was the transmitter engineer up there.
Cool. Yeah, it's nice, really. I mean, it's just... We've lost that. I mean, you figure how many people were born not in a hospital prior to, I'll just say, World War II. Just like everybody was born in a home. Nobody went to a hospital. That wasn't even considered an option.
Oh, yeah, if I'm correct, there was like maybe about 3 to maybe 4 others on my mother's side there that didn't make it when they was born. So there would have been if they had been born, it might have been 30 of them. It was a bunch of them. thought I'd jump in there and say happy birthday when I heard somebody said something about you celebrate your birthday today. And I thought, well, look out. Like one day's different. So, anyway, I'll hush up and let you get on with the net. 84VW.
Yeah, very good, Carlin. Yeah, just talking about, I can't believe 20-something, 23 or so brothers and sisters, man. That's a lot. I have one of my relatives, but not in this generation or the next previous generation up. But my great-grandfather, I think he had, on the one side of the family, had 18. And I had another one, he had 20-something, but it was on two different wives. That first one died. So it's just kind of funny how the old days, not even, having one child was like, I think it was a sin. Anyway, any other check-ins? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and call for the dilly-dalliers, spuddlers, landlubbers, sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackards, repeater, kerchunkers, shape-shifting lizard people, moon landing deniers, those that support the moon landing, and the moon occupied by aliens, and those that deny it. Moon of the backside of the moon occupied by some of our enemies, actually. Mining or something, they're not releasing that information for some reason. Also, the flat earthers, maybe the flat moon people ought to be in that grade too, and the flat earth deniers. And the scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, and the everlasting end time survivalists. Anybody else? Man, Scott must be on the road, man. He'd normally jump right in there. All righty, we're going to jump right over. We're going to go ahead and do 144.240, and then we're going to go to 50.135. 144.240, upper side band, and then 50.135 after that. So we'll see you there, K4PEW.
There was somebody in underneath you, Paul.
Oh, we got somebody else checking in?
No, I was just saying, how did you keep all that together?
Keep which together?
That big list of people.
Oh, I have a list to read from. I guess in the old days I wouldn't be able to memorize it, but I can, as you can tell, I can read pretty fast.
Good job, KN4EWD.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's just a fun thing to do. Kind of silly, but it's just fun. Anyway, all right. 144.240 first, and then after that, which will only be a few minutes, we'll be over on 50.135, and then over to 223.415. So we'll see you there.
This is
we'll see if this works out. All right, this is K4PEW, looking for check-ins from the any place, anywhere. Please come now.
KM4 Walrus.
So obviously not on frequency.
K84CV.
All right, okay. KM4YRF is Michael here in Mount Juliet. And then we got Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. Who else is up in there?
KD4GON.
KD4GON. Where should I be? Because I'm obviously off frequency.
You're up 20.
Oh, hold on.
Hertz.
How's that sound any better? K4PEW.
Much better.
All right. Yeah, the radio actually has to be taken apart to do the tuning. I did that research last week. Okay, great. All right. Who else? That was Danny, of course. Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. Who else?
Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India.
Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India. That's Dan in Hendersonville. Also, did I hear Jack in there?
Roger that.
Very good. Heard Jack. Kilo Golf 4. I'll get it straight in a second. Man, ILV, I can't even get my words out straight here. Who else is, that was Jack, KG4 ILV. Who else is anywhere?
WV0NO.
Whiskey Bravo 0 NOO, and I know you covered somebody up there, Mark, up in Northwest Wilson. Who else is there?
KN4ERI.
Ah, very good. KN4ERI. That's Eric up in Goodlettsville. Who else? Nobody else? All right, that's all we got. We got 8 in there, which is pretty normal. It's pretty high considering, we've got a field day going on. In fact, it was pretty high for considering field day, but we had 22 people. And normally we get 22 to 25, sometimes a little higher. But anyway, then we're going to go right over to 6 meters, 50.135. We'll see you there. Alrighty, this K4 PEW looking for check-ins on 6 meters. Please come now.
KM4YRF.
Alrighty, KM4YRF. Am I off frequency to you too? You sound pretty good.
No, you sound right on.
Oh, right on, right on, right on. Who else is any place? Alrighty, we got KG4ILV, Jack over in Donaldson. Who else? Nobody else?
84 TV.
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Got a good signal there, Greg. Who else is anywhere?
KN4ERI.
Alrighty, KN4ERI. That would be great. Eric in Goodlettsville. Who else? Alright, Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar, Mike, India. Pretty low audio. How is it to you, Mike?
Real low.
Okay, just a low. I don't know which antenna you're using. I think you're using that dipole. Dan, are you using that dipole? Well, I don't know what you're using because I can't hear you now. All right. Anyway, that was Dan, Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar, Mike, India, in Hendersonville. Anybody else? Are you copying anybody else, Mike?
Nope.
Alrighty. Nobody else. Everybody drive a bad night for 6 meters. We only had, 6 people. Anybody else, please come now before we shut her down.
Did you get Oscar, Mike, India?
Yes, I did. That was I was asking to catch. What is this, Oscar? Is this Dan now?
Oscar, Mike, India. He's got you in log.
Yeah, very good. No, I could hear him in there initially, but I didn't hear him after that. All right, very good. Let's get one more chance. Anybody on 6 meters, please come now.
Did you get KD4GON?
No, I did not copy him initially. Is he on the air now?
Your audio is so light, but Greg GON, Danny was checking in there.
Okay, very good. No, I didn't hear him at all. Conditions aren't that great, obviously. I want to know who Guy Incognito is. Does anybody know who that is? They show up in the chat here on the YouTube video, and I don't know who Guy Incognito is. That's why he's incognito, I guess. All right, we're going to close her down. Like I said, and unless there's another chance somebody wants to jump in there, please come now. All right, that'll finish it up. We'll appreciate everybody checking in, and we'll see you over on 223.415. We'll see you then. K4P. Closing out the YouTube video right about now. So I appreciate it, everybody. It was a good night for a field day night on a Sunday night. So we'll see you then. K4. See you when? We'll see you tomorrow night on 10 meters. Let me remember how to stop this. Where am I going to go? Oh, there's where I'm going to go.